Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video I want to talk about 6-star champions once again, and quite an alarming trend I have been noticing lately, and I thought I had made my opinions incredibly clear when it comes to taking up rank 5 5-stars or rank 2 6-stars, but this is going to be more or less like a recap video, and I just want to spread the message of the fact that do not rush to rank up your 6-star champions. Now, when I made a rank up video, basically the top 10 best 6-star champions to rank up unawakened, many of the comments in that comment section just really kind of got and bothered me to a degree, and it kind of made me realize how people are looking at 6-star champions in general in the game right now, and I think it's wrong. People want to quickly jump to ranking up 6-star heroes because they don't want to feel that they are being left behind, and that is understandable. And ranking 6-star hero champions is alright, it's a good thing to do, it's what many endgame players do, it's what plenty of mid-tier players can do as well, but not at the cost of ranking up a bad champion or champion that is not going to help you at all whatsoever in kind of your account progression. So first things first, that really important thing that speaks against 6-star champions is the fact that they need 3 tier 5 Bs. That might not sound a lot, but the fact that 5-stars need only 2 means that 6-stars require 50% more tier 5 Bs, or it also means that at a time where you're going to get to 9 rank 5 5-stars, you could have only ranked up 6 rank 2 6-stars. And that is a huge difference for an account, considering that you have champions for AQ, you have champions for AW, something goes on defense, stuff like that. This difference is massive. It's 50% of your ranked up champions is where you can basically jump away and get ahead in your progression. And not to mention the fact that 5-stars are easier to obtain. 5-stars cost less to rank up, obviously, and their signature abilities are easier to unlock, and you can use them to their full potential. Now, 6-star champions, acquiring them is difficult, duplicating them is insanely hard, and chances are that you're gonna go very long time without being able to duplicate any of your 6-star champions, or definitely not the ones that you need, want, or would like to have. So here goes again. Focus on your 5-stars. If you have to leave or ask a question, is it a good idea to rank up, I don't know, Stealth Suit Spider-Man unduped, or is it a good idea to rank up Nick Fury unduped to rank 2? No, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, especially if your roster is limited to the point where you actually have to ask that kind of questions. If you have a choice in between a 6-star unduped Nick Fury or a 5-star duped Nick Fury, always go with the 5-star duped Nick Fury, or leave Nick Fury alone if you don't have the 5-star but only have the 6-star. Similar to that, there is no benefit to your account taking up bad 6-star champions. There is no benefit to your account taking up 6-star champions unduped if they really require a dupe ability. Like Namor, 100% of what makes Namor a good champion is his signature ability and the fact that you can max it and it is guaranteed. It's not a chance, it's a 100% guarantee that he will reflect the damage. Even a low sig Namor duped or completely unduped Namor is a horrible rank up, because other than that he only has damage to offer, damage that is fairly lengthy to access and it's not really viable in most of the endgame scenarios. So no, Namor is a horrible choice to rank 2 unduped. Same as Nick Fury, vast majority of what makes him great is the dupe ability. Don't take him to rank 2 if he's not duped. And it's so many champions are like that. That was kind of the point of the previous video, to emphasize that there are some champions who are great to be ranked even and duped, but there are so many champions who are absolutely rubbish if they're not duped, or definitely do not perform close to their duped 5-star counterparts. That being said, also in addition to the new information that 6-star rank 3s only have a 15% or 20% increase in their general stats, basically means that rank 5 5-stars will be viable much longer in the game. Basically, rank 5 5-star with a 30% health and attack boost stacked on them does exactly the same thing as a rank 3 6-star. So here we're not even talking about the rank 2 6-star comparison to rank 5 5-stars. We're talking about a rank 3, so kind of like the next step of game progression, where rank 5 5-stars will still be extremely viable. So there is absolutely no reason to rush into ranking up 6-star champions, especially if unfortunately you have not been lucky enough to pull the good ones. A bad champion is a bad champion regardless the amount of stars. They might release I don't know, 7-star Hulkbuster, right? And he's gonna have the health and base stat abilities of, I don't know, whatever, 20 KPI, basically a rank 3 6-star or something. Still gonna be a bad champion. Still gonna be out damaged by the high damage output champions, and he's still not gonna have any utility. Just because he has some higher base stats doesn't magically make him good. Neither does that magically make good the 6-star champions that aren't good just because they're 6-stars. Champions should first and foremost be valued by her ability, by their utility, by their damage output, what have you. But first and foremost is the champion and their abilities, and the star level comes next. Do not prioritize somebody just because it's higher star if it's a bad champion. And I'm generally worried by people after the comments that I have seen on my videos, after the questions that I'm being asked, and I'm just thinking, like, why would you even consider that? Just because it's a 6-star? No, it doesn't mean much. Focus on your 5-stars. Focus on the good champions opposed to the higher star champions. Do not take a mediocre champion as a 6-star up if you have a god tier champion as a 5-star. Rank up the 5-stars. And many people have been contacting me, especially recently after these offers, after the TF5Bs are slightly becoming more available. Should I take up my, I don't know, let's find the average 6-star. Because I have had so many of these questions, they're all kind of mixing up. They're kind of asking, should I take up unduped Sabertooth or 6-star unduped Sabertooth, or should I take up Nick Fury 5-star? I'm like, obviously Nick Fury, he's gonna do so much for you more. Or should I take up unduped Killmonger opposed to duped Omega Red? PS, I like to run suicides. If you like to run suicides, there's no question, rank up that Omega. And there are so many comparisons of the sort that I definitely cannot stress this enough. Focus on the champions and champion abilities over the star level that I have. That's a large thing that my channel is kind of made for and about. The main reason why I am often able to complete some challenges using only 3 stars or 4 stars or maybe, I don't know, rank 3 5-star stuff like that, is because I focus on the champions that have useful abilities. A lot of those things that 4-star can do, 6-stars won't be able to do, despite the fact that they are 6-stars if they don't have base ability yet. Like, you can compare 4-star Void in variant 1, which is still one of the MVPs, right? Even as a 4-star. And then you can take in 6-star Yellow Jacket. It's a 6-star, right? But he's still gonna be so much more useless than the 4-star Void. So even a 4-star can be much better investment than a 6-star. If the 4-star is amazing and if the 6-star sucks. And let alone for 5-stars, so the difference of them is negligible, and the fact that it is cheaper to rank up the 5-star champions, do that. Simple. Do not stress about your 6-star. Focus on the actual champion over the star level first and foremost. Eventually some decent and good 6-stars will come and you will be able to rank them up. But just because now somebody else has rank 2 6-stars and you don't, and you kind of want to have some, that doesn't matter much. That doesn't matter much at all, because currently pretty much nobody can take 6-stars to rank 3 anyways. And even when you do, okay, prestige put aside, they perform as a maxed out 5-star with a 30% champion boost on. What's the big deal? Like, it's not that huge of a change outside of the prestige, obviously. So yeah, that is pretty much it about today's video. I just wanted to again emphasize the point that champions first and foremost should be valued by their ability set or with the star level that they have. I wanted to make sure that people understand that. Be cautious when taking up those 6 stars, because 3 TFIB is a lot, especially compared to maxing out 5 star. And yeah, hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. And if it was, hit that like button, hit that sub button. If you think somebody else would benefit from this video or this advice, I suppose you could say, then share it to your friends, share it to your alliance mates. And I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.